involved. The school district has stepped in and given them a tract of land, and one of the things they needed to do was to sell this property to get the money to help them build the new property. And Wayne O'Quinn was real instrumental in it. He came involved and got the county together with Jim Fontino and Gilbert Smith at the time, and the Little League was on board, and it was all said and done. It was that the Little League's desire was for this to continue what the Donnelly family had envisioned, and that was it always being an area for children. And rather than sell it for top dollar to maybe a mobile home park developer, it was decided that we'd work with the county, or they'd work with the county, and make them a good deal, and then we would get involved at some point in the future with funding, help funding this park. So Gilbert and Commissioner Fontino bought in at the time, and we were excited about that. Donald Nino became president after me and kicked it all off with a donation out of his fish fry budget of $45,000, and the dream was born. Mark Malloy helped that along 2 years later with a donation of $30,000. So we've got invested in this park about $75,000 as a club. Corporate sponsors, that's where some of that money goes that you give us. We appreciate you. We're glad you're here with us today. And we're not done yet. That's one of the messages I want y'all to hear today. This Rotary Club has always had a dream, and that dream is to make this community better. We're lucky that we have partners that we can partner with, like the school districts, the county, the Woodforest National Bank, other corporate sponsors that have been involved. We've got a history of doing great projects. The history started with, and probably goes back further than that even, but with the Rotary Pavilion that we'll all be at on May 15th. We followed that with the Northshore Little League Sports Complex, which is one of the finest Little League parks you'll ever see. And now this park, which is Northshore Rotary Park. Commissioner, we appreciate the opportunity to partner with y'all. You've always heard me say, and I said this a lot when I was president, and I'll say it again today, that I ask y'all to dream big, but to expect to say at the end of the day, I never dreamed. There's a saying that I like to twist around, and it's one by Henry David Thoreau. It was, go confidently, and the way I say it is, go confidently in your direction of your Rotary dream. Live the life you have imagined. I never dreamed. There are many future dreams that we will pursue. Commissioner, we share your vision of making a life better for this community, and we appreciate and support your office, especially Gilbert Smith. He's been a great asset to our club. We thank you for his inputs. There's one quote I'd like to leave you with, and then I'd like to introduce the commissioner. If y'all were at the coffee this morning, I like being tall, and I've always enjoyed it ever since I started growing. The commissioner this morning had to get up on a little coffee table or bench or something or other so she could see over the crowd. Well, there's a saying, Commissioner, that goes like this, and I've asked my staff to find out who said it, and so far we hadn't been able to, so if somebody knows who said this, I'd like to know it. No one stands taller than when they stoop to help a child. I'd like y'all to join me in welcoming our very tall commissioner, Commissioner Sylvia Garcia. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Please sit down. Please. You know, I can dream of being tall, but I don't think I'll ever be as tall as you. But it really, y'all just don't know how good I feel this morning. Just being out here and seeing the fruits of so much labor, beginning with the groundwork that Commissioner Fontino laid and adding to that, and now being here this morning, just seeing you all so relaxed and comfortable. I just thank you all for doing that for me, because now this afternoon when I face about 4 meetings back to back, I'm gonna be a happy camper. So you all might warn downtown that if the people who are coming to visit with me this afternoon want a lot of money to get me in a bad mood before I give it away and not bring it back to you, because that's kind of a mood you put me in. And I want to thank everybody for all your support, and it's great to be here with a governor and the great Rotarians, the mayor of Cloverleaf, the vision team, and everybody. How great to have everyone at one place. And I don't want you all to leave today without going by there in the corner. We've got a group that we put together to kind of bring the community and all the stakeholders around here to put together a vision of what they want in this area. this is just a small piece, a very tiny step, because pretty soon, not only will we be looking tall, we're going to also be taking giant steps to make sure that this community has a good quality of life. Now, you are a small piece of that and an important part of the whole project, because it's your kinds of partnerships that make any deal really work. Because we put about $700,000 into this project. And while he just mentioned 75,000, those of you in business know that it's that last piece that makes the critical difference to do a deal or not to do a deal. And I can tell you, without your help, we would not have been able to do this deal. So thank you very much. And without the help of the dollars we got from federal funds through the Office of Economic Development, through our community development group, we would not have been able to do this deal. So again, it's about partnerships. And Governor, you're absolutely right. It's about partnerships. It's using those federal dollars, matching it with our Precinct 2 dollars, and working with your dollars. We can all work together to make it work. So when you brag on this cruise that, you know, I get invited to the fish fries, but I don't get invited to the cruises. You know, I feel shortchanged here, y'all.